we bring it back from time to time because people love it. Why? This stuff tastes like gourmet European chocolate.
Right.
Do you know why? Because it is gourmet European chocolate. The only difference is they don't put any extra added sugar in it. So it's very low in calories. It tastes exactly like chocolate. And you know, I wouldn't say that if it didn't. I can't tell the difference between this and regular chocolate. It's the only chocolate that I'm on auto ship here at the network with. And this is my favorite configuration because we have the little diamond truffles.
You love the truffles.
We've got the bars.
They're so great.
So you can get all truffles, all bars, or you can get the combo. Carrie's gonna explain what's in it.
Yeah.
2 dates that it'll be shipped. It's not gonna come now, and you won't be charged now because it's bloody hot outside, all right? And your chocolate will melt. So we're gonna deliver it to your door on November 5th or December 3rd. And that's when your card will be charged. So if you want it for the holidays, either Thanksgiving or you want it for Christmas, get it now and take advantage of the birthday price, lowest price ever. Free shipping, and it's on 5 payments of less than $8. Carrie?
Yes.
Show them what they get.
Oh, let me tell you.
So
it's
good.
like, I feel like I am now. I feel like I'm on a game show, and I'm like, what's in the box? Okay, because what's in the box is 100 chocolates of your choosing. But let's start with how beautiful the box is. You don't even have to find a bow. It comes with one. So start thinking about yourself, who you're going to be in November, December, and the needs you're going to have. I want to show it into this bowl, not because you're going to serve it in the box, but I want you to see how much 100 chocolates turns into. This is our 100 count chocolate combo. So this is going to give you a little bit of the truffles. It's going to give you a little bit of the mini bars, but remember, it's coming in the beautiful box and it can live in the beautiful box. I just wanted you to see how much that turns into. That's a lot of chocolate.
Yeah.
And what I love about it is that they're all individually wrapped, right? So you can eat these as you go, as you need them. These are great for the office. These are great for teachers if you want to have them in the classroom. These are great for just all those various reasons why we want to have individually wrapped to share with people. But let's go through your choices. So you can get one whole box of just the mini bars. If you know our bars, and that's what you, I know, always get. You can choose, well, you're not choosing, you're getting all of these. Milk chocolate, then we have our dark chocolate, and then we have our blonde, which is super special at Red. That's something that we do that no one else does. So you'll get all 3 of these bars, about 30 something of each in that box. Or you can go truffles, which you're going to get our raspberry truffle, our coconut truffle, and our nut truffle. These are made to look like diamonds.
The truffle will sell out first.
I believe so.
These are so ridiculous. And those 3 flavors,
amazing.
The brand new raspberry fudge,
let's see what we got here.
is to die for.
Let's see which one we got here.
And the
Oh,
coconut.
we got
There's
coconut.
coconut.
There's coconut. And look, it looks like a little heart when you open it up.
And it's moist and it's chewy. It's so good.
So smooth. And they pop. So, you know, they have that generous amount of chocolate on the outside with a lot of the ganache on the inside. So you're not like, you know, sometimes I've had truffles where I've bitten into them and half of it's empty.
Yeah, and
like there's like no
you know
stuffing.
What? I don't like chocolate-covered cherries. I don't like the gooey oil. That's just nasty to me.
No.
The
like
raspberry, see if you can find a raspberry.
Let's see if I can find raspberry here.
The raspberry.
Them up a little bit. That's coconut too. Hold on. I'm finding it. There it is.
There is a famous candy that's made of cherry that looks like this.
Okay.
This is better. It's raspberry, no added sugar. When you eat this, your mouth and your mind are going to tell you, this is real chocolate because it is.
Yeah.
The best cocoa beans. The only thing they don't do is they don't load it up with sugar.
Right.
So you don't get that crash and you don't get that film on your teeth. You get this clean, like cocoa butter and raspberry and coconut and the hazelnut fudge. There's Lane. Look, everybody's eating.
What's everybody eating?
My favorite is the raspberry, but you get that. So you have the choice. If you've never tried it before, get the combo.
Yes.
Which has everything. If you love truffles, and by the way, I'm gonna hold one.
There we go.
These things are so beautiful.
Even look at it, even in his hand, look how beautifully large these truffles are.
Yeah,
so I couldn't say in carat weight how big they are. I'd say very, very large. So one is really satisfying. And the thing that I love about Red is, again, you were saying it, high quality, top quality cocoa beans. They come from the Cote d'Ivoire region in Africa. When we are making this chocolate, this is a recipe that took 5 years for German chocolatiers, master chocolatiers to perfect.
Oh, that's good.
Because we wanted to do it with no sugar added. That's the reason we are keto friendly. It's the reason we are Weight Watchers friendly. We are gluten free. So my husband's gluten free. I know if you have someone in your life that's gluten free, it's seriously important to make sure that it's okay. It's for them to have it. And so for all those reasons, this is a way to have your indulgence without the guilt. That's what we are all about. And so we want you to be able, so even if you're looking at the bars, and by the way, just to make it clear, you're choosing all bars, you're choosing all truffles, or you're choosing the combo, which would give you a little bit of each, which is the first thing I dumped out, which I think if you've never tried us, go for the combo. Because then you can really try everything Red has to offer.
You know, I love it. If you get the early November delivery, the nice thing about that is, if you're watching all your punk kids eat Halloween candy all that week, you will have chocolate to eat and you won't have to feel bad about it. Because let me tell you, if you eat a peanut butter cup, I want you to think that would be, you could eat probably 10 truffles, maybe more, versus having one peanut butter cup.
For serious, I mean, because
that's how much sugar is in it.
The amount of sugar that is in a store-bought regular chocolate versus what we're doing. Again, this is a special recipe. Even if you're not sure, you go, I've never really been much of a dark chocolate person. Please try our dark chocolate. It is not bitter. It is super smooth. There is no palm oils in any of our chocolate. So that's important too, to the quality level. Notice that even the bars are kind of cut almost like jewelry. We want this to be a full-on experience. So from the moment you open it from the wrapper to the moment that you eat it, we want to give you what I call the moment of elegance. It's really just elevating that moment.
It looks fancy, and it is. It's
Feeling
made
good,
fancy.
you know, and that's why we like to go to those really high-end chocolate shops and purchase these chocolates, and we'll spend a lot of money for them.
You can tell, sorry about that, you can tell even when you break it,
the pop,
the way it snaps, right? And there's no film on the outside. You see that sheen? They don't add anything.
Nope.
That's how well made the chocolate is. This, by the way, is the blonde.
Let's talk about that.
And I will tell you, it's amazing. It tastes like, it's like a caramel toffee chocolate. I don't know, it's so good. It's like if you took white chocolate and milk chocolate and you mixed it together.
And that is pretty much what
And I'm
we
a
did.
big white chocolate fan. Which I'm waiting for them to do white chocolate one day.
We're working on some
don't
things.
give it away.
We're working on some things.
But let me tell you something. It's the nicest thing because you don't have to starve yourself. While people around you are eating a big, giant, famous candy bar, which, by the way, you eat a whole candy bar, that's enough sugar for a week. You can have as much as you want of this because there's no added sugar. When you look at a truffle like that, like I said, you could have you could have 3 of these.
Yeah.
And that's not even a quarter of the sugar that's in a candy bar. And by the way, 1 is enough.
They really
to
are.
satisfy.
That's what I was gonna say. It's very
So good.
satisfying. So like I love, because usually our bars come with 4 squares of chocolate. Each one of these is 2 squares. And even in the 4 squares for our dark chocolate, it was only 80 calories. And for our 4 squares of milk chocolate, it was 100 calories. So for putting this in half, you're talking 40, 50 calories to get your fix, and it's totally fine. This is the nut, by the way. This is the hazelnut.
What I love about it is finally a gourmet company is making something better for us.
Yes.
Because normally,
your
sugar-free options.
Sure.
Because there's a lot of candy companies, very big ones, that make sugar-free versions of their product. But you can't even compare the two.
Right.
This company said, listen, let's set out and make a zero added sugar product.
Right.
And they spent a lot of time. And when you put this in your mouth, especially I love these truffles because they're my new favorite thing, right? And that chocolate melts, and then that raspberry comes out, or that coconut, the hazelnut. I mean, if you love, there's a lot of famous hazelnut candies. If you love that hazelnut flavor,
let's go to hazelnut.
It is incredible in this candy.
Well, and that's where we started, was with the hazelnut truffle, which, you know, listen, when I come here, let me do this for you because I want you to see, look, I'm wiping it onto my finger. It is super soft, melt in your mouth. The moment that you bite into this, you have kind of the harder shell of the milk chocolate. It's still not hard, but when it pops, it kind of pops in your mouth. And then you have that really soft ganache that is just heavenly.
I like
and the
little bits of hazelnut.
And it pops the hazelnut because it's really in there. And even in the raspberry, I say it's like a raspberry mousse
Yeah.
is kind of what's happening. So whereas a lot of truffles can be very overly sweet and can be really kind of just horribly flavored. There's been times I've had them where it's like, oh, it's raspberry, cherry, whatever, horrible flavoring, and you taste it and you're like, what is that?
So good.
You will never have that with red chocolate. Red chocolate is gonna give you a super smooth, super delicious, melt in your mouth experience. This is the one you can give and feel super confident giving it to someone. So if you're thinking ahead and you're saying in November, December, this is for Thanksgiving maybe, or the holidays, you can gift this to someone and feel super confident they're gonna love it like he's loving it.
You will never know there's no sugar added to this.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Trust me.
I'm gonna have the hazelnut.
I worked in restaurants for 20 years, and I developed a pretty good palate and taste bud, and I know the profile of things. I would not know that wasn't a regular candy.
Oh, yeah.
I would eat it, I would love it, and my producer, Sam, she's had them. She's like, you would never know, right? That's the thing, because they set out to make a great candy, and you're getting a lot of this stuff, and at the lowest price we've ever done. It's $10 off, it's free shipping, 2 delivery dates. December 3rd, or you can go November 5th. So November 5th or December 3rd. And you see our tasters just sucking that stuff down. And the nice thing is, you can have more than one and not be like, oh my God, am I gonna be wearing this tomorrow? It's lower in calorie.
That's right.
No added sugar. It's hard to explain. You have to taste it.
You have to taste it because your mind will say, I am having the full everything experience right now. But then you'll look at the wrapper, you'll look and you'll be like, how is this possible? Because again, 5 years, master chocolatiers, this is something we worked really hard on. These are non-GMO milk that we're using. This is the best Côte d'Ivoire region beans that we're using. This is a process that you would expect when you went to Europe and you walk into a beautiful confectionery and you're grabbing pieces of chocolates, because the way that they are, they're just pieces that are out.
All individually wrapped.
Yeah.
And I love it because when you open a truffle,
keeps it fresh.
It's just this beautiful, look at how perfect it is when I take it out. Look at this beautiful little diamond. I mean, look at it. Look, it's faceted.
I love it.
I mean, it's special. And then when you bite into it, I don't even know, oh, that's the hazelnut. That creamy fudge, it's to die for. All right. I know our clock is down. We're going longer because we got real busy, because a lot of you are all going, where's my chocolate? What about me?
Yes.
And you know something? I'm one of those people that shops almost every day.
Yeah.
I'm single, Danny moved out, and I never know what I want. And I'll tell you, I go down that chocolate aisle and I look, and there's all these high sugar things in bags, and then there's a little tiny aisle, maybe 3 or 4 bags of sugar-free candy, and those options aren't very good.
Yes.
This is your option. Gourmet chocolate with no added sugar, lower in calorie, so you can enjoy it any time. And I love that the bars are in, like, you can snap them when you take them out because you can portion it out.
But here's the thing, like, I can tell, even when I hold these, they are heavy. They are really, I don't know how to explain it, that you can tell the difference. The heaviness in the chocolate kind of tells you it's a quality chocolate. And so, again, this is keto friendly, Weight Watchers friendly, if you're doing those programs. Nutritionists love us because we give you an option that keeps you from making mistakes, right? Because listen, we're all human. We want something sweet sometimes. This is the way to have something sweet and stay on track, and not feel bad.
Remember, I went on keto a few years ago, right?
Yeah.
I weighed like 240 pounds. I was way too big. And I went on keto, and I did it, and I lost about 25 pounds, right? I'm still at about 215, 220 now, so I'm at a good weight. But the one thing, because I don't do keto anymore, but you know what I do not do? I don't eat any sugar.
That's
don't get me wrong. If you give me a piece of birthday cake, I'm eating that thing. I don't care. I'm not ridiculous about it. But I don't put sugar in my coffee, and all my treats on a regular basis don't have sugar. And that's how I managed to keep the weight off.
It really works.
You just gotta get stuff that you love.
Absolutely, and this is the way to put it back in, but no sugar added. So it's the perfect way.
You don't have to deny the things that you love, like Terry Milletta, who I love.
I'm gonna love on this truffle.
All right, stick around. I got mussels coming up.
Oh, all right.
You see those mussels? Oh my gosh, people are already ordering them.
Can you do this?
You know what's really wonderful to go with your chocolate? Well, you could have a glass of red wine if it's later.